1430 WENE and the Drifters, and Save the Last Dance for Me. Hi, it's Dave Rowe. It's the way back weekend on 1430 WENE.
It's a thrill to be included in today's fun. I wish you were at the bar sharing stories about the night we turned on the transmitter, or the ice-cold remotes in the middle of winter, or the world-famous WENE clock at Endicott Paint and Wallpaper. WENE. I had the good fortune to work with some of the most talented broadcasters in the country who made their way through the Triple Cities. Greaseman, Tom Birch, Bob Savage, Johnny Donovan, Ray Ross, and a whole lot more. You know, Ray replaced me twice.
That's awesome.
When I got drafted, Ray took the nighttime helm at WENE. When I made my big move to WAXC in Rochester, Ray was just getting out of the Air Force. He replaced me again. Of course, he made a career out of entertaining Broome County. He couldn't have picked a better place. It was an unforgettable time at 909 East Main Street. Among the best times ever. Jack Fischler was the guy who taught me how to turn on the transmitter. Andy Hubble was the kindest GM we could ever had. Had the best easy chair in the business, too. Go ahead, raise your hand if you slept in it at least once. I'd be here in person tonight, but I'm getting ready for the next challenge. In just 5 days, I'll start at the biggest classic hits radio station west of the Mississippi and become
Dave Mason, K-Earth 101.
Have a great night, and thanks for asking me to be part of it.
Hello, Binghamton broadcasters. This is Tom Birch, checking in from Raleigh, North Carolina. I'm now the proud owner of 10 radio stations and a local access cable TV channel. Our group serves Southern Virginia and Northern North Carolina. We're on radio and TV, and we're worldwide online and on mobile devices. I'll never forget my time on the radio in Binghamton. My first job was WKOP, which lasted, I believe, about one weekend. I then spent 2 years at WNBF, about 6 months at WINR, and a year at Weenie, all part-time. And along the way, I met a great group of people, some of whom are in the audience tonight. I hope you all have a great time. I wish I could be with you. And congratulations, Barb Mack.
These days, I make my living as a helicopter mechanic on medevac helicopters for Air Methods, which dovetails nicely to radio because I think the only thing that's more high maintenance than a helicopter is a disc jockey. Hey, Russ Monroe here.
WBAP 820, the station to depend on.
Hey, this is nice. I get a chance to dig out my jingle collection and play with Pro Tools a little bit. I hope you don't mind. I don't get a chance to do this much anymore.
WBAP, Fort Worth, Dallas.
There are so many of you that I owe a great debt to for making my time on the air there in the Southern Tiers such an important and rewarding part of my life. Thank you. And a special Laurel and Hardy handshake going out to Dana Potter, who I think we can all agree he was always a living legend. Carry on, Dana. We're all counting on you. And one of these years, I'm going to actually make one of these reunions. So thanks, Ray Ross. Enjoy the evening, everyone. Thanks for keeping the radio faith. Who's up for more jingles? Anybody? Come on.
Best music, best station, WABC, NBC.
Oh, I remember those glorious days on the 5,000-watt mother. Yeah, it's the Grease Man, wishing everybody at the Binghamton Broadcasters Reunion a glorious time. Wish I could be there. Got no real excuse. These days I'm unemployed. All I do is sit around, one thumb in my mouth, one thumb in my butt, playing Switch. But when you're kicking back, the less you do, the less you want to do. So have a good time. I'll get up there one of these years. Till then, as we used to say in old Mexico City, AMF.
Good morning.
Harry Harrison. WABC 9:39 Wednesday. Harry Harrison.
Harry Harrison. 101. WCBS FM.
Oh, I'm going to stay here till Ron Lundy comes in at 10 o'clock, okay?
Hi, everyone. Harry Harrison here, sending warm greetings from New York City to all of you there at the Binghamton Broadcasters Reunion. You know, broadcasting has played a very special role in all of our lives, and I'm pleased to know it's being celebrated tonight there with you in Binghamton. Thank you very much for remembering me and allowing me to be a part of this special evening. Continued success, and I wish you all the very best, because that's exactly what you deserve.
We
with Cousin Bruce.
Well, I am so happy, my cousins, to be here. Hello, everybody. This is your cousin Brucey, and I'm so happy to be at 2013 BBR. Binghamton Broadcasters Reunion. My cousin Ray told me all about it, and I'm just so happy that I was able to do it at least this way. I feel a little sad I wasn't able to get it here in person, and I really appreciate you saying, hey, Brucey, we like all the good times and the memories you've given over the years to our listeners. And I'll tell you something, I'm so proud. I'm so proud that you guys are doing your thing. You know, it's people like you, Binghamton Broadcasters Association, that keep radio going. You know, what concerns me the most, my cousins, my fellow broadcasters, and I'm very proud to say that, is that we're not getting people who are properly trained. And thanks to you guys and people like you guys and gals all over the United States with all these regional broadcasters associations, we're getting some people finally who are going to become real radio people. There was a lapse in it for, I'd say, a decade, and it was kind of scary. Owning radio stations was kind of rough, and so a lot of you know this what I'm talking about, to find decent folk to go on the air, and you always had to settle maybe for second, third, fourth, fifth best. But right now, because of what you're doing, we're getting some good people here. So I'm thrilled. I can promise you that I'm going to get to, I hope maybe next year's or the year after, if I'm not on the air, that is. The Sirius XM doesn't have a sense of humor when I don't show up. You know, one of those kind of things. You can understand that. I'm sure you've all been in that same position. So, listen, you just have a wonderful time. Thank you. And my cousin Ray, thank you so much. I really appreciate the honor. And everybody there, have a wonderful evening. I'm your cousin Brucey, and I love radio.
Hi, I'm Don Webb. Many of you probably don't remember me, but I always remember you. I want to congratulate Dana Potter and Barbie Mack for their awards this year, and I wish I could be here. I really do, but unfortunately I'm a little disabled. But as I always say, all I pray for is a good prune crop. Is that good enough?
That's fine.
It's been said that radio broadcasters are the lowest rung on the show business ladder, but it's show business nonetheless. When I was plying my trade, I focused on being successful in my own sphere of influence. I was friends with the people at WNBF, but I rarely got to know my competitors as anything more than the people at the other stations. It wasn't until I got to know them personally that I find that they're wonderful human beings doing what they love and hoping just like I did. When I ended my Binghamton radio, then television years in 2000, I tried my hand at politics, running for Vestal Town Supervisor. The night I made the official announcement at the Holiday Inn in Vestal, Jerry James, my biggest morning show competitor on WHWK, was in the front row to cheer me on. John Carter, another morning show competitor from Mix 103, provided complimentary DJ service for my event. I thought, these are some really fine people. Then Bob Huckabone got to be a good friend, as did Ray Ross and many others. Now, just look around the room here tonight. Colleagues, competitors, and friends enjoying laughs and stories and memories and fellowship. I'm sorry that I can't be there tonight in person, but I'm thinking about all of you and the contributions that you all have made to the shaping of Binghamton and the Triple Cities. Each in your own way has shaped the opinions, the education, and the betterment of the people you serve. As for Amity and me, life is great. We have a beautiful home in suburban Tampa. Our health is good. Our daughter has just been named president of the State University of New York at Glens Falls. We travel in our RV, and I get to play golf 4 or 5 times a week. Last year, I was the PA announcer at the Florida State Fair. I've become one of the local go-to guys for MC work. I still record lots of commercials. They air in about 50 markets, but I miss the camaraderie of the Binghamton radio market. Party well tonight, my friends. I'm sorry I can't be there, and I send to each of you my best personal regards.